Good, dude. Hello everybody, welcome to this friendly match between Ka Valley FC and Bugeaters FC. Steamy night here in Topeka, getting ready for our 7:30 kick. As you can see, the players and officials head onto the field for this friendly matchup. Third time these teams have met in total. Last year, both matchups ended in a 1-1 draw here in Topeka and also in Omaha. So we're about ready for the starting lineups, and we'll turn it over to our PA announcer to read the starting lineups for you.
Tonight's starting lineups for Nebraska Bugeaters FC. At goalkeeper, number 1, Harry Ray. On defense, number 2, Bugeaters. Number 3, Alan Clark. Number 15, Jamie Henderson. Number 16, James Gilbert. In the midfield, number 6, Lodell. Number 21, Toby Benjamin. Number 7, JTC. Number 10, Roger DeLavia. Number 20, Carlos Ferrer. And at forward, number 19, Robbie Weiss. And now, the lineup for your Ka Valley FC trains. At goalkeeper, number 33, Alec Wands. On defense, number 32, Victor Gonzalez. Number 5, Jordan Salt. Number 6, Hector Solario. Number 27, Patrick Wilkinson. In the midfield, number 16, Isaac McGinnis. Number 34, Colin Ennis. Number 36, Nicholas Andre. At forward, number 7, Diego Rivera. Number 28, Tommy Bazell. And number 8, Derek Dudley. The Cranes are coached by Christopher Bonnie. Please rise for the national anthem.
All right, we're just about ready for kick. Looks like we have some uniform discussion, as all the Cranes now have white bands around their socks to match. So even though it's a friendly, we're making sure the socks are the same. So here we go, Bugeaters, Cobb Valley FC. You're going to see lots of players in and out for the Cranes today. So different starting lineup than we've seen. A lot of new faces in this friendly. The Cranes will head to Des Moines tomorrow for a crucial matchup in the Heartland Division. So see a few regulars in the 11, but lots of younger Crane players getting an opportunity today against the Bugeaters. A nice quality side out of Nebraska. Apologies, this first 45 minutes or so we have the sun straight at us, so the camera is going to be a bit blurry, a bit of a glare. We'll do our best to remedy that after halftime. As we into the second minute, Jordan Salt plays long ball to Tommy Fizel. Tommy's playing the 9 for the Cranes today. Tommy just finished his college career at Newman. Very decorated college career for Tommy in his second year with the Cranes. Colin Ennis draws a foul, and it'll be a free kick for Cobb Valley in the second minute here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Last home match for Cobb Valley this season. Cranes enter the match in league play in second place behind the Des Moines Menace. If you're not familiar with the USL League 2 rules, the top 2 teams in the Heartland Division will make the playoffs. So if the season ended today, Cobb Valley would be in the playoffs for the first time ever in the second season. The Bugeaters playing independent this year after playing UPSL last year, and they're going to have it's like an early chance here. Shots ripped, but saved by Alec Wands, the keeper from Marquette. Makes his first save. Freshman who plays at Marquette collegially saves the shot by number 19, Robbie Wiseman, for the Bugs. As we see with the friendly, we'll have some hydration breaks with the extreme heat that we have here in Topeka today. You also see lots of players in and out. We never got official word from the officials if we are going to allow players to re-enter in the second half if they come out in the first, but that's the way the teams played last year. Here's Diego Ribeiro, number 7 in the far corner. And he draws a throw-in for the Cranes in a dangerous position. Diego saw his first action for Cobb Valley in the second Green Bay match on Saturday. Cobb Valley coming off a really important road weekend. Played Thursday, Saturday against Green Bay Voyagers, team currently sitting in 4th place in the Heartland Division, but because of the unbalanced scheduling, they've only played 6 matches to Cobb Valley's 11. When Green Bay came to Lawrence, the Voyagers are the only team to defeat Cobb Valley at home this season, 2-1 on a Friday, before they played again on Saturday right here at Hummer Sports Park, and Manuel Busquets scored a goal at the death to at least salvage a point for the Cranes in that weekend. So the Cranes headed up to Green Bay for a little revenge, and they got it, picking up a last-second goal from Laurent Lettner to pick up a 2-1 victory on Thursday. Then on Saturday, a really well-played match. Both teams had lots of chances, but ended in a 0-0 draw. So Cobb Valley left that road trip with 4 points, a really important 4 points for the playoff race for Cobb Valley. The Cranes enter with 22 points. They'll play Des Moines tomorrow with 26 points. Both teams with 3 matches left. Green Bay and Thunder Bay are still in contention, but they have lots of matches remaining. Green Bay, a bit of a treacherous stretch for their last really 2 weeks of the season. So Cobb Valley in good position to claim one of those 2 Heartland Division playoff spots, but still lots of work to do over this next couple weeks, including these friendlies where we get to see some of the players who worked really hard all season, have played some minutes during the regular season, but also you see a few people making their debut in the 11. In the back, it's Victor Gonzalez, Jordan Salt, Hector Solario, and Patrick Wilkinson. In the midfield, it's Colin Ennis, Isaac McGinnis, and Nicholas Andre. Then up top, we have Derek Dudley making his debut this season, a returning Crane. Tommy, as we talked about before, and Diego Ribeiro making his second appearance for Cobb Valley. So 5th minute, here come the Bugeaters on the attack. Teams have traded possessions. Only real chance for the Nebraska side early on. Bugs try to keep it in. Nice interception by Wilkinson, but the Bug Eaters are going to maintain possession. And now they'll look to attack. A nice through ball, but Alec Mullins is going to do well to jump on that. So a couple quality chances from the side from Omaha. Cranes will make a return trip to Omaha at the end of the season for another friendly against this Bug Eater side. Six-minute, only real chance from the Bug Eater side. As Kyle Valley looks to build forward here. Plays it to Dudley. Dudley with a nice touch to Wilkinson, overlapping from his right back spot. Patrick sends it in, and it's cleared out. So a nice attack. Good touch from Derek Dudley to Patrick Wilkinson. He sends a low cross through to Tommy Fizel, and the Bug Eaters defense is forced to send it out for a corner. Here are our sight lines at Hummer. They're a little rough in the corners. You're just going to have to trust us that a corner is going to happen over there. And we'll try to keep you updated as much as we can on these plays. So we'll have a corner here for Cobb Valley as we enter the 7th minute. Still scoreless. Corner swung in, bounced around, headed out. Isaac McGinnis, the University of Pennsylvania student athlete, will look at keep it in, and he will. Now Solario is going to send it down into this corner. There's a Crane player down there, but he was offsides. Looks like that is Nicholas Andre. Evidently offsides in that corner, and it'll go back over to Nebraska. So again, apologies this first half with the sun beating down on us here. We're looking straight into it. We know the camera feed isn't as crisp as we'd like it to be, but the second half will be nice and pretty. Long ball off the free kick is headed, and it'll be collected by Wands. Wiseman been really, really active for the Bug Eaters so far. He's giving the Cranes back line a little bit of trouble. He's playing with some nice pace. In the USL League 2 playoff structure, since the Central Conference only has 2 divisions, the top 2 teams in each division make the playoffs. As it stands right now, Cobb Valley sits second and would play the Flint City Bucks, a traditional power in USL League 2, formerly PDL. They would play them in their first round matchup because it's the 1 versus the 2 from the other conference. So Des Moines would play Chicago FC United. If you followed the Cranes last year, Chicago was in the Heartland Division. A little shifting around of divisions this year moved Chicago over to the Heartland, into the Great Lakes. And they've had a very strong year. They're always a very strong side. They made it to the Final Four, won the Central Conference playoffs last year. And Des Moines, undefeated on the year. They did draw and finally give up a couple goals over their 4-game stretch in Canada after starting the year without giving any goals up for 6 straight matches. But again, Des Moines, a really strong side. Tomorrow's match is going to be a test at Drake University, certainly for the Cranes. So the throw by Gonzalez is kicked out by the Bug Eaters, and we'll have another throw by Victor here in the 9th minute. Gonzalez just finished up at Barton County Community College, where he was an All-American. He's moving on to Rockhurst University in the fall. I'm sure they're excited to have him, a very strong technical defender. Victor's been a great addition to the Cranes this season. Coming back from a bit of an injury, and looking back to full speed for the playoff push here for the Cranes. Saul will play it back to Hector Solario. And there's Wiseman again, causing a little havoc for Cobb Valley, but Wands as well to play it back out to Isaac McGinnis. Scoreless, 10th minute. Diego Ribeiro now at the top. He's going to send it out wide to Tommy Fiesel. Tommy's got a couple people in the box, but he's dispossessed, and it'll be a throw for Cobb Valley. See a pretty fluid lineup and formation from Cobb Valley. Tommy playing the 9, but really shifting all over the field. Here's Ribeiro. Diego's played a nice 10 minutes so far. We'll go back to Gonzalez, and it's out off for another throw there in that corner. Maybe they just like that shade over there. It is pretty warm. 97 degrees earlier today. Hopefully it'll cool off as the sun gets behind some of these trees here. Ball's going to be sent out by the Bugeaters out of trouble. Isaac McGinnis is going to try and keep it in, and he'll play it now into the midfield for Cobb Valley. Crane's wearing their third uniform this year, the new grays. Been very, very popular with the players and the fans. We're going to have a foul here on the Bugeaters. So wearing the grays with the dark blue shorts for Cobb Valley. I imagine that means we'll be in the light blues and white tomorrow. The two main uniform combos Cobb Valley uses also have a dark blue top, but it seems a lot of teams also have a dark color as the top, so we always end up in the lights. Nice ball by Andre, and try and get it to Ribeiro, and it'll be sent out for another throw. So Cobb Valley has had the best of the last 5 minutes here in their attacking side. Ball's down there in the corners. They're going to try and get a corner out of this, and they'll go out for a goal kick. Twelfth minute. Cobb Valley's had much of the possession in the last 5 minutes after the Bugeaters have had two of the main chances. Here's Nicholas Andre. Finished his career at Park and now is an assistant coach at Newman. He's going to find Patrick Wilkinson, the St. Louis Billiken. Cranes have players from 26 different universities on this year's team. Pretty astonishing number for a summer league team to have that many different people mold together. As we're now in the right corner, you're going to have to trust us. Wilkinson does well and earns a corner, it looks like, for Cobb Valley. 13th minute, we have a corner for Cobb Valley, and apologies, we can't exactly see what's going on over there. Oh, it looks like we have an injured Bugeaters player, so we're going to take a minute here. As we mentioned, we have a full roster for Cobb Valley tonight in this friendly. We'll have lots of players in and out. Keep us busy. We'll do our best to keep you updated as players come in and out for the Cranes. In last year's contest, Bugeaters struck first in both matches, but Cobb Valley answered quickly in both. Eric McWoods, who's now playing professionally for the top. Ooh, there's a ball sent across. It's dangerous. Caught me talking. Jordan Salt trying to head it in. Gonzalez spikes it. Oh, when it goes off the post. Victor Gonzalez with a beautiful bicycle. We might have sent that in for top plays. An excellent, excellent play by Jordan Salt after a beautiful corner from Nick Andre. Bounced around the area, nobody on the back post, but Jordan Salt didn't head it in, and then the bike from Gonzalez just goes off the post. As I was saying, last year's matches, the Bugeaters scored first both times. Then answered back here in Topeka by Eric McWoods. And then in the match in Omaha, it was answered by Sam Gettings, who was on the bench for today's team. So the Cranes again keeping most of the possession here. Doing well, controlling the pace of this game. Cobb Valley, a very possession-oriented squad. Depending on the opponent, they'll play different ways. But in most matches this year, we've seen them work out of the back, but have been direct when needed. If you're watching the stream, I'd encourage you to stay until the end because Cobb Valley has scored 6 times after the 85th minute this year. So when it gets to those final moments, when it gets to stoppage time, Cobb Valley does really well in those situations when the pressure is on. Nice through ball for Andre. Oh, and the keeper comes out. Well done by Ray. Tommy Fiesel was right on the end of that and almost picked up another goal for the Newman student athlete. Here come the Bugs, but Jordan Salt's going to snuff that out. He'll find McGinnis, and Kyle look to counter. Here's a direct ball. He's going to try and play Tommy. There's Tommy Fiesel. He's got Derek Dudley breaking in the middle, and also Diego Ribeiro if he wants him. Tommy's going to see his numbers, which were 2 on 4, and pull it back. Back to Andre, now to Tommy. Back to Andre. Tries an outside foot lefty boot that goes over the netting.
What happened?
Hector Solario plays it out of danger. There's Wiseman again up top for the Bugeaters. As we're here in the 16th minute. Looks like we're going to have a time issue here. We may get an updated time on where we're at. Give us 1 second.
Touch it.
All right, we're back. So it's 18th minute now. We get on the same page on time. We're ready to rock. As the Bugeaters now are going to try and their luck in the attacking third. That's good pace from Davila here, and he's going to draw a foul for Cobb Valley on Wilkinson or Dudley. We're going to have a free kick. A bit of a dangerous position for the Bugs. Number 6, Flo Dott's going to stand over this. Looks like the Buggies are going to put 7 in the box. And sent in. Pretty good ball. Headed, ooh, just outside the post. Well defended by Cobb Valley. Made the Bugeaters player play it with his back to the goal, but a nice cross by the side from Nebraska. So now we enter 19th minute. Still scoreless. Imagine we'll see a hydration break here pretty soon as the temperatures are still quite warm here in Topeka. Solario finds Dudley. And it's intercepted, but Tommy Fiesel is going to get on the end of it, and it looks like he's going to draw a foul. Nope. Referee says play on, and we will. Solario does a great job there to snuff out that ball from Wiseman. He would have had a nice opening to his teammate, number 21, if it wasn't for Hector. Here's Ribeiro, tries to play it through, snuffed out though, and here's Colin Ennis. He's going to switch the play to Solario. Hector surveys what's ahead of him and goes back to Salt. We'll try at the left flank here. McGinnis with a probing ball. It's going to stay in the goal box to the keeper, and he deals with it. 20th minute, still scoreless. This friendly has been exceedingly friendly thus far. Wands with the goal kick. We'll go to McInnes, to Dudley, back to Wilkinson, and Cranes will try to reset here. Andre plays it wide to Tommy. Tommy with some pace. He'll hit it from here. If you give him the space, he'll hit it. And the Bugeaters smartly close him off. Colin Ennis will have a go. He slips as he hits it. Doesn't really exactly get his footing. Probably 25, 30 yards out. And then it goes just wide. It's the only real tester for the Bugeaters keeper. Harry Ray has been that beautiful bicycle kick from Victor Gonzalez. Here's we almost into the 22nd minute. Bugeaters a little build-up. Salt does well to clear it out, and there'll be a throw for Nebraska here in the 22nd minute. Ooh, nice through ball. Alec Wands is going to have to come off his line here, and he will. Well done by Alec Wands, who's played a nice first 22 minutes of his career here with Cobb Valley. We'll distribute out to Wilkinson. Patrick's going to play Derek Dudley here on the right side. Nice ball to Tommy. Tommy's going to try and go around the Bugeaters defender, but does well to snuff it out and kick it off at Dudley for a throw-in. So nice bit of build up there for Derek Dudley and Tommy Fiesel on the right-hand side. '23rd minute and still scoreless. Oh, nice through ball. And here's Wiseman. Wiseman's got Wands. Oh, Alec Wands with an excellent save, but the ball's still kicking around, and Hector Solario finally boots it out. And we're going to have an offsides on the Bugeaters. Still a brilliant save from Alec Wands. One-on-one with Robbie Wiseman, who's played really a tremendous 23 minutes so far. Wands sticks a paw out, keeps it alive. Looks like they're going to say the free kick has to come outside the goalie box. This is the second time we've heard this year. And both times we've disagreed. And then we're back in action. And this is going to try to direct ball to Ribeiro. Bugeaters will head it out of the dangerous attacking area. McInnes to his academy teammate Isaac McInnes. Colin plays at Kentucky for his collegiate days. Number 20 for the Bugeaters is going to have a go, but Alec Wands is right there to gobble it up. A shot from Carlos Ferrer. So the Bugs have really asserted themselves in the last 5 minutes. A couple dangerous chances, had more of the possession. Some pretty good ebbs and flows in this matchup so far between these two sides. About a 3.5 hour drive down here for the side from Nebraska. Colin Ennis played up here to Patrick Wilkinson. And he'll get through to Tommy Fiesel. flag, I thought I was going to say stayed down, but it didn't. The only time it was a shoulder in front of the defender there. As now we enter the 26th minute, scoreless. Imagine we'll get a hydration break here pretty soon. We're going to have a throw for the Bugeaters. Cranes coached tonight by Christopher Bonney, assisted by Gordon Temple. It's great to see many of the Cranes players not on the 18 supporting from the bench tonight, as many of those guys will be traveling to Des Moines tomorrow, along with some of these guys that are on the field. I imagine you'll see Gonzalez and Wilkinson and Fizell, Colin Ennis, Hector Solario will likely be in the 18 tomorrow for Cobb Valley, so imagine they may not play some heavy minutes tonight. So 3 regular season matches remaining for Cobb Valley. We have a ball, looks like it's going to go out for a goal kick here yet, and will. So 3 regular season matches remaining for Cobb Valley. No more home matches after tonight. Saturday, tomorrow, head to Des Moines, face the Menace. With a win, they move within 1 point of Des Moines for first place in the Heartland Division. The way the math works, with 3 points tomorrow, which would be a huge undertaking for Cobb Valley, it would almost assure Cobb Valley of one of those 2 playoff spots. After tomorrow's match, Cranes are off all week, but they do have to travel for the final 2-game swing up to their 2 Canadian opponents. First, they'll play the Thunder Bay Chill, a team that is extremely tough and especially tough up in Thunder Bay. And then they'll finish the season against WSA Winnipeg. We'll have a better idea of the playoff picture by then, but it's likely going to be after the Cranes' first match or final matchup before we know the playoff position, unless Green Bay or Thunder Bay would have a bad run of luck the last few matches. The regular season does go until the 15th. We're going to have a hydration break here. The regular season does go until the 15th, so teams like Green Bay, Des Moines, Thunder Bay all play matches after the 8th, which is when the Crane season's in. So we'll see if the 8th, if we know our playoff spot by then. If not, we'll keep you updated for sure on our social media channels. But likely a trip to Des Moines or Flint, Michigan would be in line for a Cobb Valley playoff match. So hydration break, we'll take a break as well. We'll be back shortly. And we're back to action after a quick minute or so hydration break. So Salt will send it to McGinnis, so back to Jordan Salt. 30th minute now. Team still scoreless. Jordan Salt, the UMKC Defender sends a long ball here, looking for Derek Dudley. Dudley's going to get on the end of it, and they're just going to have to trust us. What happens in this corner? Dudley's going to play it then to Solario. To Tommy, back to Wilkinson. And Patrick tries to draw a foul in the box, but is waved off, and the Bugeaters will come back the other way. And here come the Bugs up the left flank. Through ball looking for Wiseman. Mullins tries to come off his line, but Robbie collects it. He shoots, and it's going to go just wide. So another nice run of play from Robbie Wiseman. His work rate has been extremely high early for Cow Valley. But Mullins does well to take away his angle on that shot. And it trickles just wide. Pretty evenly played match thus far between two quality squad. Fizel's dispossessed, and here's Wiseman again. Two center backs keep an eye on him. And he's going to have a go. It's going to go off Solario's head and out for a corner. I think that might have been in some dangerous positions, as we have some discussions here among Creighton players of, hey, maybe that 19 guy we should stop a little sooner. Looks like Flo Dott's going to take the corner for the Bugeaters here in the 32nd minute. See Sam Gettings getting loose there for the Cranes. He may be coming in soon. Corner sent in, headed up and over the goal. Another well-defended corner for Cow Valley. JT Seeger with the header there for the Bugeaters. I've been really impressed with Alec Wands in his debut for Cow Valley. Alec just finished a redshirt freshman year at Marquette after a decorated academy career with Sporting Kansas City. Ennis with a nice outside ball to Fizel. He plays to Ribeiro. But Diego has it taken away, and we'll draw a foul. We're going to have a free kick for Cow Valley. Cow Valley's done well in set pieces this year. Colin Ennis has been a particularly effective free kick taker for Cow Valley, and he's going to stand over this one. If you remember the match against Winnipeg from a similar position, Colin just laid it on the back post, ping-ponged around a little bit until Laurent Lettner finished it off for the Cranes. I'd love to see something like that here from the Kentucky student athlete. As it sends it in, it's headed out by the Bugeaters. But Wilkinson's going to keep it in. Plays it back to McGinnis. Isaac looking over the top. Victor Gonzalez is there, but the keeper grabs it. Harry Ray. "34th minute here. Wilkinson does well to take the ball away from De La Villa. And McGinnis is going to play it through to Tommy. Flag stays down. Comes Tommy Fiesel. Tommy down in that corner. Does well to go around him. Sends it to the middle. Colin Ennis with the hit, but it goes wide. Wonderful bit of individual work by Tommy there. He's been a real nuisance for the Bugeaters defense so far. Goes around the defender, sends a nice cross. Colin Ennis hits it pretty well, but just goes wide. Rated well to shut off his angle just a bit there and make Colin pick a corner, and goes just wide for Cow Valley. So we're in the 35th minute, still scoreless. Slayer is going to play it to Wilkinson right here in front of us. Oof. Pretty nasty tackle there in the middle from JT Seeger. But surprised we haven't seen any cards yet, but the teams have some quality tackles thus far. See the Bugeaters defense trying to figure out what to do with Patrick Wilkinson here. The right back has been overlapping a lot. and caused a lot of trouble on the right flank for Cavalli. Wilkinson's going to play it now to Andre. Nick swings it out wide to Ribeiro. Gonzalez up from his center back spot. Or sorry, left back spot. Victor plays center back or left back for Cavalli. Comes Ennis to Dudley. Derek Dudley turns. Oh, and he's taken away by the Bugeaters, and it's going to be out for a throw. So Dudley with a nice chance off a pass from Colin Ennis. But couldn't get a shot off quick enough before it's taken away from the Bugeaters. You'll have to trust us again. We're going to have a throw here in this corner. It comes out to McGinnis. Isaac back to Hector. Hector, one of two Solario brothers that play for the Cranes. His brother Absalom. They're both two-year players for the Cranes and both student athletes at Niagara University. There's Tommy Fizzle. Tommy's defended well. The ball's going to play around in the corner over there and be out for a throw for Cavalli. Put into Solario, now to Colin Ennis right here in front of us. So the game has flowed back to Cavalli's liking in the last 5 minutes or so here. Found a lot of success up the right side with Patrick Wilkinson overlapping from his right back spot. Nick Andre now in the middle. He does well to maintain possession. He's going to send it out to Victor Gonzalez. To Ribeiro. Diego to Colin Ennis. Crane just working around that shell. Colin with a nice individual play. He's going to flip it through to Gonzalez, but it's headed out. Oof. He had Victor there. Just a good piece of defending by the Bugeaters. Wiseman finds a teammate as the Bugeaters look to counter here. They're going to play it in the middle. It's sent out wide. This could be dangerous. If you can get there. Sent to the middle. There's Wiseman. Oh. That was a very, very dangerous play. I think both teams thought the ball was going to go out for a goal kick. A great bit of individual hustle from the Bugeaters player. I'm getting a number off right now on the right flank. Sends it across to Wiseman. Bounced around and seemed a bit surprised that the ball had come to him, and Wands did well to gobble it up before anybody was the wiser. So Cavalli dodges a bit of a bullet there. Ennis will play it through to Nick Andre. Tim McGinnis back to Ennis. A lot of Ennis's on the team. Sends it out to Tommy Fizzell. Tommy has it taken away by Jamie Henderson. And Tommy's going to pick up a foul. 39th minute, we're going to see our first sub. Off for the Cranes, Victor Gonzalez. On for the Cranes, for Sam Gettings, as you're about to hear.
24 for... Sam Gettings for Victor Gonzalez.
So Victor Gonzalez plays a very solid 39 minutes at left back for Cavalli. Sam Gettings, who plays up top and in the defensive midfield for the Cranes, checks in. Sam played 1 year of college soccer at William Jewell and transferred to UMKC for this upcoming fall. He scored 2 goals thus far on the season for Cavalli. 1 here at Hummer Park and 1 in St. Louis. The one at Hummer Park was the opener against Winnipeg after just a rocket from Tommy Fizzell. Gettings punched home after the keeper couldn't handle it. Here comes Derek Dudley on the right flank right in front of us. Derek settles well, plays it back to Hector Solario. So I imagine with Victor coming off that early, he's probably in the 18 tomorrow for the Cranes at Des Moines. Very talented player. Oh, here's Wiseman again. Wiseman on his left foot. He's going to shoot, and it's in. Goal for number 19, Robbie Wiseman for the Bugeaters.
Goal for Nebraska FC. Number 19.
So the guests just like the 2 matches last year, get on the board first. Wiseman definitely deserved one tonight with his work rate for the Bugeaters. Jordan Salt had to make a decision if he was going to go to Robbie or leave the person in front all alone. He chose to let Wands try to handle Wiseman, and Wands did well to shut him off, but the strike from Wiseman was just too good into the upper part of the goal. Alec got a hand on it, but it still goes in for a goal for the Bugeaters. So 40th minute goal from Robbie Wiseman. In some ways could see that one coming with the amount of trouble that he had caused the Cranes defense. Playing in a pure 9 position, very direct for the Bugeaters thus far. Ennis is going to try and play Gettings on overlapping run. It is just out for a throw for Bugeaters. So as we said in this friendly match, you're going to see lots of players maybe in some different positions as Cobb Valley tries to work some of these guys out in different areas, get them prepared for their college seasons, get them prepared for the rest of the season. A very important playoff stretch. The lights come on, the sun starts to go down. Hopefully here in, I'd say probably the start of the second half, we'll have a better camera view for you without the rays beating into the top of it. Ennis plays along to Ribeiro. Diego brings it down, and it'll be out for a throw for Cobb Valley. The Bugs protesting for a foul to no avail, and Gettings and his bright green cleats will throw it in. Finds Fazell. Tommy's played an excellent match thus far. Since the Gettings with the cross, and it'll be gobbled up by Ray. So looking for Derek Dudley on the back post, but the Bugeaters were in on the joke there and we're ready for it. If this is your first time watching our streams, we appreciate you joining us. If you've been with us this season, we really appreciate you joining us and supporting the team throughout the year. Unless we do have to travel on the road for a team that isn't going to broadcast, which we have done on occasion. This will be our last stream of the year. But again, on our away matches, you can always catch the stream of other matches. McGinnis takes some exception to that foul. Maybe in a non-friendly match that's a card, but we're going to keep it in the pocket on this one. Wilkinson back to McGinnis. And he's fouled again. I imagine we're going to see a card here. It's 2 straight, yeah. Oh, McGinnis takes 2 pretty hard fouls in the span of about 90 seconds. This one's going to go on Toby Noretsky, number 21 for the Bugeaters.
Red or just yellow?
Yellow. Yellow on Toby.
Yellow for Nebraska FC. Number 21. Toby Noretsky.
So as we almost enter the end of regular time here, Tommy Fazell does well to try and play Isaac McGinnis, but it's going to be out for a throw for Cobb Valley. Put in the middle and shot by Ribeiro, but goes just wide. So beautiful ball in to Diego Ribeiro, but his shot goes just wide. We're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here with the hydration break and the goal.
2 minutes of stoppage time.
1-0 to the roadside on a Robbie Wiseman goal. For a few of these guys, and maybe a lot of these guys, this may be the last you see of them tonight. I would anticipate some large substitutions as we enter the second half in this friendly. Here comes Ennis. He's going to look to break. And Colin does well, and it's going to be sent up to Ribeiro. Here's Diego. Flag. Thought it stayed down, but evidently he was just offsides. And we're going to have a stoppage and restart here for the Bugeaters. About a minute into stoppage time. 2 minutes total is what we were told to expect. Sun's starting to go down. Not sure it's cooling off at all, but hopefully the players are cooling off a little bit with the sun down here. Here's a dangerous opportunity for the Bugeaters, and it's ripped but goes wide. And I would imagine from looking at his watch that as soon as this ball is kicked, that'll do it for us. And that will. So that'll be the end of first half with the Bugeaters on top 1-0. Nice goal from Robbie Wiseman.
Our score at halftime. Nebraska Bugeaters FC 1. Cobb FC 0.
And we will be back for the second half. And we're back here for the second half action between Ka Valley FC and Bugeaters FC. 2 changes for the Cranes. Mario Magana in. Also in is David Ray. Ray replaces Nick Andre. Magana replaces Tommy Fiesel. Tommy puts in, nope, sorry, Tommy's still up top. TBA on who Magana replaces. Because they were at half, we didn't see the sub cards yet. So the Cranes down a goal. Nice goal from Robbie Wiseman for the Bugeaters. It looks like Robbie's night's over after his first half goal. Here comes Jordan Salt. Salt's going to play a direct ball looking for Derek Dudley, but it'll be headed away by the Bugeaters. Ray's going to play to Magana. He gets his first touch of the match. Rivera plays it out, but it's intercepted by the Bugs, and here they come. Diego does well to track back and shut down the counter. Hopefully the view's a bit better without the sun right into the camera for this second half of action here in Topeka. Again, the final home match for Ka Valley. Ball swung across. Dudley does well to shield off the Bugeaters attacker, and it goes out for a throw for Ka Valley. Ball's just played around in the midfield as both these teams getting settled in here to the second half. We just received word Magana is in for Patrick Wilkinson. So Patrick puts in 45 solid minutes at right back, and the Cranes shift around. David Ray goes in at right back for Wilkinson, and Magana comes in the midfield for Nicholas Andre. Ray plays his collegiate soccer at UMKC. As you see him there, send it out for a throw for the Bugeaters. Magana at Barton County Community College. '50th minute, 1-0 to the Wayside. And this midsummer friendly between 2 second-year squads, both clubs founded last year. The Bugeaters completed their first season in the UPSL, playing as an independent of sorts this year, with exhibition matches across the Midwest and some matches across the country. Ray with a throw into Magana. 2 new second half players. Combined to send it back to Solario, who plays a ball up to midfield for the Bugeaters, and they'll gain control. But now it's back to Colin Ennis. Colin does well to bring it down and send it out to Sam Gettings playing the left back in tonight's match. Colin now out to Ribeiro. Diego's going to look to get some pace here, and he's got Sam sprinting with him. Sam back to Diego. He'll go to Magani in the center. Mario will try to send out to Derek Dudley. Derek gets on the end of it. He tries to play it through to Tommy Fizel. Goes through his legs and to the Bugeaters. Here in the 51st minute. Bugeaters now on the counter. Cranes traditionally play a 4-4-2 tonight in a bit of a shifting formation with more of a true 9. Tommy Fizel playing up top. But again, with Ishtavan Urbani and his staff, they play lots of different formations, try to put the guys in the best positions and spaces needed for depending on the opponent. If you're interested in following the Cranes tomorrow, you can follow the Des Moines Menace YouTube channel, or sorry, it's the CSIN YouTube channel, which is the Central Iowa Sports Network, CISN YouTube channel. They'll have the stream there tomorrow. And you can also follow our social media pages for updates throughout the match. And we'll also give you, obviously, the live link on that. So McGinnis to Ray. The Bugeaters have had the majority of the possession here in the first 8 minutes of the second half as his team still gets settled in. Jordan Salt now. To Gettings. Gettings will play it back to Colin Ennis. We'll see a few Cranes get loose there on the side. We may see some subs here for Cow Valley. Here's Magani in a dangerous position, who tries to play it out wide, but it's just tipped away by Ribeiro. Here comes Diego. He's going to play it out to Gettings. See what Sam does with it. Centers it. No Cranes are at the end of it, and it'll be picked off by the Bugeaters. Let's see if they look to counter or just try to get back in possession. It's like they'll slow it down and switch it to the left. So 53rd minute. 1-0 to the side from Nebraska. Looks like Jack Ara in for the Bugeaters in an attacking position, at least currently. I imagine he was the sub for Wiseman. And they looked for him there, but it's going to be too far and go to a goal kick to Alec Wands. So Alex had a nice debut for Cow Valley. He plays it to Solario, and Hector will play it deep to Tommy Fizel. Tommy brings it down to Dudley. Nice 1-2. Back to Tommy. And it's going to go out for a throw for Cow Valley. The players got tangled up there, but it'll be out for a Cow Valley throw, and we'll see what they can do here in an attacking position. They'll try to get guys forward. It looks like they will. Dudley will give way to David Ray in his right back position. To Magana. It's going to be turned back over to the Bugeaters. So first 10 minutes. The Bugeaters have had the best of it, of the ball and of the chances. As Cow Valley is going to look to chase an equalizer here. Even though it is a friendly, everybody's competitive and would like to pick up some points, or at least score some goals here for the Cranes. Colin Ennis is going to play along to Ribeiro. And it's headed out, and Diego's getting on the end of it, though. Here comes Diego with some pace. He's got Dudley through if he wants him. But the ball's a little too heavy, and it'll go straight to the keeper. A little bit of time wasting here from the Bugeaters as they have the 1-goal lead. If you'd like to learn more about the team from Nebraska, you can follow their Twitter feed at Bugeaters FC. Here goes Ribeiro. He's going to play it out to Tommy. Tommy sends it back to the middle to Colin Ennis. Colin to Isaac Ennis. Now to Colin Ennis. He looks through, and here's Gettings. See if he can send it in. He'll send it across, but it's cleared out by the Bugeaters. So Cobb Valley with a half chance there. And Bugeaters will look to counter. So again, the Bugeaters in another second-year squad like Cobb Valley. It's a good bit of pace here for number 21. And he'll have a go at Alec Wands with the save. So Toby Moretsky picked up a yellow card in the first half, but does well there to test Wands. And nobody in the Cranes defense stopped up in the midfield until he did have a go at it. Here's Ribeiro. He's going to play Magani. The flag stays down. Mario cuts back in. He's taken down. And they're going to say no foul. Probably a 50-50 ball there. Magani did well to cut back to the middle, make a tough play. But no penalty kick is given. Here come the Bugeaters. You may be thinking Bugeaters, why the name the Bugeaters? As a Nebraska native, I appreciate the history behind it. If you're interested, head to their website or just Google Bugeaters and see the history behind the name and the importance it holds to the state of Nebraska. As they'll send a corner here, and it's going to be headed and saved by Alec Wands, and eventually it'll be sent in for a goal by number 17, the substitute, Jack Ara.
Goal for Bugeaters FC. Number 17.
Yes.
Number 17.
So Jack Ara, the second half sub, comes in for Robbie Wiseman and instantly makes an impact, has one early chance, and then there does well to get on the end of a in-swinger from the Bugeaters. And Wands does well to make the first save. Salt tried to clear out the second, but it was eventually sent into the back of the net by Ara. Bugeaters lead 2-0 in this friendly. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. Out for the Cranes is Colin Ennis. And in is Alex Covedo.
Substitution for Cobb Valley FC.
So Covedo making his debut for the Cranes. Also a UMKC student athlete. So we'll see if we see any strategy changes in the attack for Cobb Valley. If they try to play more direct, or given the nature of the friendly match, if they stick with the tactics that they came into the match with as they prep for tomorrow's big one against Des Moines. Here come the Bugeaters. It's sent deep, and the flag stays down. So here come the Bugeaters again. Shots ripped, but over the net by number 2, Gabby Garado. Here comes Ribeiro. Diego's done well on the left side for Cobb Valley tonight. Tries to send it across, but it's sent back by the Bugeaters and ping-ponged around until Nebraska comes up with the possession. Foul foul here for the Bugeaters. And a quick restart from Jordan Salt to Guevedo. He's going to send it out wide here to Ribeiro right in front of us. It's Tommy Fizel. That's defended well by the Bugeaters. And we'll end up back with the keeper. Again, even though it's a friendly for Cobb Valley, the Bugeaters are not affiliated with any league, so in many ways these are regular season matches, or what would equate to regular season matches for Cobb Valley. If you followed the Cranes last season, one really high goal scorer for Cobb Valley with 9 goals, Tucker Stevenson. 2 other players scored twice for Cobb Valley. That was really the extent of the multiple goal scorers for the Cranes. This year, a whole different story for Cobb Valley. 10 players have scored. Nobody has more than 2 goals for Cobb Valley. 4 people have 2 goals for the Cranes. As the scoring distribution has been really spread out for Cobb Valley. Cranes finished last season 3rd in the division, just 1 spot out of a playoff position, 3 points out of a playoff position. With 3 matches left, currently sitting 2nd, with a pretty handy lead on 3rd and 4th, but you have to be careful looking at those standings as a bit of unbalanced scheduling in League 2. Cobb Valley played a lot of matches early, so here come the Bugeaters on the attack. Cobb Valley played a lot of matches early, as other teams are still catching up now. As a nice cross goes begging wide, and Wands will quickly restart here for Cobb Valley on Magic. And also because of the unbalanced scheduling, Cobb Valley played the St. Louis Lions 4 times and the Green Bay Voyagers 4 times, whereas the division leaders from Des Moines played the 2 Canadian sides 4 times. So Thunder Bay always a quality squad. But Winnipeg, usually one of the weaker teams in the entire league, finished last year 0-14, have 1 draw to their name this year. But Des Moines played them 4 times and picked up 4 victories against the Menace. So that's why you'll see differences in the teams that are played depending on the season. Last year, Cobb Valley played Winnipeg 3 times and actually played 2 out-of-conference matches against a Southern Conference opponent from the OKC Energy U23s. Splitting those matches. So you'll see, just based on scheduling and travel and trying to make competitive balance as fair as possible, different years, different schedules, given the amount of teams and spread out nature of this teams, but also the cramped season, really from May 15th to July 15th. But as you've heard me note throughout the broadcast, a lot of these are college players. So some of the Cobb Valley team has already had to return to college. Some have summer classes, some have other obligations, some can't start their matches until June because of college. So you'll see a lot of turnover in the rosters for these summer league teams, these USL League 2 teams. Get to see some tremendous talent, obviously, for these high-level Division 1, Division 2, NAIA junior college players. We're going to have a substitution here for the Bugeaters. So off. Substitution. Off is Jamie Henderson, and on is number 14, Arius Phone.
Number 14.
So 2-goal lead for the Bugeaters in this late June friendly. Big weekend for Cobb Valley. After tonight, this match, the squad will head to Des Moines. We're going to have a restart held up, and we're throwing again here. The squad for Des Moines, the squad will head to Des Moines to play the Menace at Drake University. And then finish their season next weekend in Canada for 1 match against Thunder Bay, which is about 14 hours up there. And then just an easy 8 hours over to Winnipeg. Here's Tommy Fizel. Tommy's going to get on the end of it, and it'll go out for a goal kick. So Tommy does well to put some pressure on him, and eventually goes out for a goal kick. So an easy 8 hours over from Thunder Bay to Winnipeg, and then 14 hours back home for Cobb Valley. And hopefully that's not the end of the season. Hopefully we're making a trip to Des Moines or Flint City or Chicago on the 14th and 15th of July. That's what it's tentatively scheduled for. And so here comes Carlos Ferrer up the right side. He sends it to the middle. Hector Solaro does well to defend. The Bugeaters will keep possession. Looks like Ignacio Lerich is going to get a few minutes in tonight. It's going to go out for a throw for the Bugeaters. So Lerich getting loose, getting instructions from Christoph Urbani. Also see Filippo Errico getting loose. Imagine he's going to see some few minutes in the net tonight. You see some more changes for the Cranes as they try to get as many guys some action as they can in this friendly match. And the foul on the Bugeaters, we're going to have a restart for Cavalli. 66th minute. 2 goals for the away side. 0 for the Cranes thus far. Solaro is going to cross the field and try and play it wide for Gettings. And he'll finally get on the end of it. And ping pong around, and Gettings will pick up a foul for a little jersey tug. The ref seems to enjoy the pointing to the head, be smart, when a player commits a foul. So, we're going to have another change here. Tommy Fizel exits for Ignacio Lerich for the Cranes, so Ignacio will probably move to the next
line. Number 21, Ignacio Lerich. For number 28, Tommy.
So Tommy was wearing the captain's armband, puts in a great 67 minutes for Cavalli. Lerich will throw the armband to Hector Solario. So Hector will put on the captain's armband here as we restart. Hector plays his college soccer at Niagara in New York with his brother Absalom, both academy standouts in Sporting Kansas City. Magani does well to get a touch on to Lerich. Lerich comes in ready to rock, and there was a foul on Magani. We're going to have a free kick here for Cavalli. So 68th minute, excuse me. And the Cranes will set up. Let's see if they try to quickly restart, and they will. We followed Cavalli this season. Couple goals off quick restarts. Covedo to Salt. Jordan will play to Gettings. Back to Covedo here in midfield. Bugeaters have done well to really shut down any sort of build-up for Cavalli in this second half. In the first half, there's a tackle from Ignacio Lerich, and I would say Ignacio's going to pick up a yellow here. And he will.
Yellow card for KDFC. Number 21, Ignacio Lerich.
So a late tackle from Lerich. A couple minutes in, picks up a yellow card. I think Ignacio meant any harm there, just came in a little late. I think he thought the ball was going to go through. Was trying to save it from going out, but instead caught the Bugeaters player from behind. But understandably, Bugeaters players are not happy. And that's going to do it for Ignacio. So evidently, coaches weren't exceedingly happy with that tackle either. So he'll check out and Chase Wright will come in.
Substitutions for KDFC. Chase Wright. In for Ignacio Lerich.
They're in the 71st minute here. Bugeaters with the only 2 goals of the match. First one from Robbie Wiseman, who played a tremendous 45 minutes. Second one from Jack Ara, who subbed on for Wiseman. And here's Diego Ribeiro, who's played an excellent match for the Cranes, both on the right and left side. Comes Jordan Salt, looking to find somebody to pass to, and he'll give it to Derek Dudley. We'll go back to Jordan. Now I'll go to Chase Wright. Chase tries to play it to Gettings, but they can't connect, and it goes out for a Bugeaters throw. We're going to have a Bugeater substitution here. 2 substitutions. Haven't seen the sub board yet.
Substitution for Bugeaters FC.
Looks like coming off will be number 20, Carlos Ferrer, and number 6, Flo Dot. And hopefully we'll get to see the numbers coming on, but the 4th official doesn't seem to be too keen on showing us. So once we get their numbers, we'll give them to you. Seven and 19 come in, so it looks like number 7. I don't have a, oh, there we go. Sorry, number 7, JT Seeger re-enters. Number 19, Robbie Wiseman re-enters. So Robbie takes a little break, comes back in for the last 18 minutes here, and as we mentioned, he has played excellent thus far. So evidently we are going to enter or allow re-entry here. And a little hydration break. So we will take a break as well. Be back in 90 seconds or so, I imagine. So we're back to restart here. We're going to have a change in net. We're going to get Filippo Errico some action here, the UMKC keeper. Cavalli is lucky to be blessed, with 4 excellent keepers, 4 high-level keepers. Nicolo Neto, an NAIA All-American. We've seen him at the most this year for Cavalli. Also seen Ethan Bandre, starter at the University of Pacific, who was a starter on an NCAA tournament team and won a match in the tournament this year. Alec Wands, as we've seen tonight, very solid keeper from Marquette. And then Filippo Errico, starting keeper for UMKC. So Crane's quite deep in the net. Last year's main keeper, who played the most matches for Cavalli, Santiago Restrepo, just completed his first professional season for Arsenal FC Rotan. Santi, if you're listening, we miss you. We hope you're doing well and enjoying the beach and the soccer in the islands. Now a foul on the Bugeaters, and it'll go back over to Cobb Valley. So 76th minute, 2-0 for the Bugs. Have our last 15 minutes or so here broadcast this year. Thanks to everybody who's followed Cobb Valley FC on KBFC TV this year. If you're fortunate enough to watch some of our Lawrence home matches, you've seen the really incredibly high quality broadcast from our friends at Midco SN. As Chase Wright causes some havoc there for the Bugeaters when they get out of there. With the voice of the Cranes, Kevin Romery and Andy Edwards. Just a great crew at Midco SN Kansas. Did 5 of our matches this year, including even coming back for a 11 a.m. Saturday kick when the night before was lightning out. So we really appreciate everything they did for us. For the ones here in Topeka where we weren't able to broadcast, it's just been me here on our one camera system. So if you follow us in any of those, we appreciate you following the Cranes and hope you've enjoyed this season thus far, as we hopefully will continue even after the regular season ends. Cranes have had numerous Team of the Week honorees throughout the season for the Central Conference Team of the Week, including most recently Christopher Bonney. We've also seen Manuel Busquets, Chase Bromstead, Ponzi Papagariov, Kevin Commodi, all honored on that Team of the Week. As Derek Dudley will take a throw here as the Cranes maybe look to snag one back late. Dudley's going to give it up to Sam Gettings and get into the attacking fourth. We're going to have a substitution here, another substitution for the Bugeaters. Looks like off is number 10, Roger De La Villa, and on is Sabino Lozano.
Substitution for Bugeaters FC. Number 11 for number 10.
So Lozano comes on. Hard to tell in the handwriting if it's an A or an O, so we're going to say Lozano. As we'll have a throw for Cobb Valley FC in their attacking third. Looks like somebody's Sam Gettings to take it. Sam gets it in. It's going to be headed back out. He's going to play it down, and he might try to send it across. He'll play it back out front to McGinnis. And Bugeaters pull the line back up, and Cobb Valley will reset with possession here in the 79th minute. Solario to David Ray. Ray slings it in. Dangerous attacking ball. Magani probably 2 or 3 steps from it though. And Ray gobbles it up. We have a throw for the Bugeaters. Ball sent long and over the head of Cobb Valley defense and tried to be centered, but Filippo Errico grabs it as it goes out of bounds, and he'll reset here for Cobb Valley. And the goal kick did not make it out of the box, so he'll have to retake it. Errico's going to try and play it long over Wiseman, but Wiseman intercepts. And he'll play it to the middle, and this is going to be dangerous. See if Salt can set it off, and he does. Jordan Salt does well to put some pressure on the Bugeaters, and it falls to Errico. So could have been a dangerous chance. Wiseman did well to bring it down. Here's Ribeiro. Diego, after playing all 80 minutes so far, still with lots of legs. Quevedo's going to play it wide to Geddes and see what Sam can do here. Sam bats it in the front. Dudley was there, but it's cleared out by the Bugeaters. And Wright's going to put a little pressure here on the defense, and they'll play it long and out of danger. Hector Solario. Back to the Bugeaters. 81st minute. Probably 12 or so minutes here of time. Well played match thus far. Solario out to Quevedo and see if the Cranes can now counterattack. Here comes McGinnis. Isaac does well. Nice bit individual play there. He'll send it out wide to Ribeiro. He's got Chase Wright and Mario Magano in the middle of the box if he wants him. A lot of Bugeaters defenders back. Oh, he sends it to Wright, but it's headed out by the Bugs back line. So I think the answer to the question if the Cranes are going to change their tactics is no. Play out the friendly, stay in the system. So they work the ball around and playing the same out of the back style here. Ribeiro up the right flank. He's going to cut the middle and send it out to Chase Wright. Chase brings it down to Ray and now to Isaac McGinnis. Isaac hits one, bounces around, and it's going to fall out to Alex Quevedo here. Plays to Geddes, back to Quevedo. It's intercepted by the Bugeaters, and Wiseman wanted to put some more pressure on the Cranes, but his touch is a little too heavy. Goes out. Going to throw for the Cranes. And it's going to be stopped for an injured player. So down for the Bugeaters here in the 83rd minute, James Kilburn. See our excellent trainer Megan Chaffin jog out. Thanks to Megan and Jamie and all the incredible folks at LMH Health for their support this year. Just a first-class outfit, great group to work with. Second straight where we've had Jamie and Megan as our main trainers, and absolutely loved having them. Looks like James is all right. We'll send him off. See if we see a substitution here, or if James is just off for a second. So 84th minute, so we're going to have another substitution for the Bugs after this whistle. Quevedo's going to play one long. Ooh, and Geddes and the Bugeaters defender have quite the collision, but Sam gets it back. He played around. And Sam eventually draws a foul and a free kick. So Cranes will have a free kick from a dangerous position. '85th minute. Cranes see what they can do with this free kick as Bugeaters players rolling around on the ground. Haven't called for the trainer yet. It does look like he has a little bit of pain here, but he pops up. That's Robbie Wiseman. So Ribeiro's going to take the free kick for the Cranes. Not a lot of second half chances for Cobb Valley. See if they can turn this into something. They'll stay with their typical free kick formation, only put 6 guys in the box. Ooh, nice dangerous ball from Diego, but Ray does good to bat it out of there and shut down the attack. And here comes the Bugeaters. Ball's a little too heavy, now it'll go to McGinnis. We'll see if Cobb Valley can keep it in and keep the attack going. Getty's there, Dudley. And it'll go be sent back to the middle for the Bugeaters. Covedo does well to dispossess player there. Magani's going to send one in, looks for Chase Wright, but just a little too heavy. It's kind of been the theme of the second half for the Cranes. The ideas are there, but they've had some difficulty converting at the end. So out for the Bugeaters, number 19, Robbie Wiseman. After Robbie taking a little knock there, he'll come off. And number 4, Angel Alvarez coming in for the Bugeaters here for the last 6 or so minutes. And we're back. So one more time, follow us tomorrow as we head to Des Moines, face the Des Moines Menace, really the perennial power in USL League 2. Multiple U.S. Open Cup appearances, including this year where they lost in PKs to St. Louis FC, who's still alive in the U.S. Open Cup. Menace even in past years have played in Children's Mercy Park as part of the U.S. Open Cup. So Cranes will go try and give the Menace their first defeat of the year, their first defeat in 2 years in the regular season, on Saturday, tomorrow at 7:30. With a win tomorrow, or even a point really tomorrow, the Cranes' playoff position is pretty established. Here's Chase Wright trying to get on the end of this. You imagine with a point tomorrow, and then 4 points or even 3 points in the Canadian swing with those 2 matches, the Cranes have to feel pretty good with their playoff chances. 23 points made the playoffs last year. Cranes are at 22 currently. New season, new teams, obviously. Ooh, there's going to be a foul on Isaac McGinnis. He's run over by a Bugeaters player, and we're going to have a free kick here for Cobb Valley in the 88th minute. Let's see if they try to settle in and play an attacking set piece or if they play quickly. Looks like we will have Diego Ribeiro hit the free kick here. Cranes will put 7 in the box. Again, stay with our typical formation. Not chasing a goal here in a friendly. See if they can get on the end one here. Sent in, bounced around. Here's Jordan Salt, but it's going to go and fall to the Bugeaters keeper. So pretty good ball from Ribeiro. Bounced around a dangerous position for a second or so, but found its way back to Ray, and he gobbles it up. Under 2 minutes of regular time here. Imagine we'll get probably the standard 2 minutes of stoppage here for the friendly. And that'll be the end of the home campaign for 2019 for the Cranes. Cranes splitting their matches this year, 5 at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence, home of Kansas Soccer, and 3 matches here at Hummer Sports Park, a city-owned facility in the capital city of Topeka. So we're going to have a throw here for the Bugeaters as we enter the 90th minute. See this team again at the end of the year for another friendly. Ball sent in, headed out by Hector Solario. We'll see if the Cranes try to counter here. Chase Wright is motoring down the field. And they'll send it to Magana. Ooh, and Magana is taken down. That's going to be a card. Probably a professional tackle there by the Bugeaters. Pretty late, pretty from behind, but did stop the counter. As we have 10 seconds left, sorry, in regular time. They're going to send it to Chase Wright. Chase has the keeper there. Tries to go over him, but Ray does good to realize what Chase was going to do. Come behind him and shut him down. So I was wrong. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 9:27 or so at the end if you're looking at the clock. So a nice ball there from Gagne after drawing the foul. And Wright with his back to the goal. Tried to almost bike it or lob it over the keeper. But Ray did well to be right there and be big and tall and take it away. So Salt's going to play another one to Chase. Let's see what Chase does here. Chase tries to cut back to the middle, and he will. He maintains possession. Tries to play through Derek Dudley. Couldn't get his head around in time to see that, and he goes back to the Bugeaters. One minute through stoppage time. Overall, a good night for Cobb Valley. Lots of players get some game action. So they get prepped for the playoff run here and for future seasons in their college seasons. Appreciate the Bugeaters coming down for the friendly. So they'll head back tonight and finish out their season as well. One minute of stoppage time or so left. Looks like the Bugeaters and the Cranes may be content to just let this play out here in the midfield. Hope you can follow us on our social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Cobb Valley FC for content as we push for the playoffs here. Again, 3 regular season matches left for Cobb Valley. I wonder if he looks at his watch, and I imagine the whistle's going to go to the mouth here in any second now. Bugeaters will have one more go at it here. Give me a handball, I assume. Nope. Play on. And we're going to have a hit from the top, but it's blocked by Jordan Salt to Alex Quevedo, now to Magana. See if the Cranes have one more attack in them, but it's taken away. Going to be a foul on the Bugeaters. So we're going to have one more restart here, I imagine. Let's see if they'll let him play one long and get one into the attacking third or no. Doesn't look like the whistle's in his mouth yet, but he's thinking about it. Let's see if Hector plays this one long. He will. It's going to be turned over, and that will do it. So thank you to everybody for following us. Thanks to the Bugeaters FC for making the trip down for this friendly. Good night overall for Cobb Valley. Lots of good players the time on the field for our players, and hopefully you can follow us tomorrow as we head to Des Moines for a crucial matchup in the Heartland Division. Thanks everybody, and have a good night.